A shoemaker, with his wife and children, lived in a farmer's house. He had neither house nor land of his own, and he supported himself and his family by his cobbling. Bread was dear, and work cheap, and what he made by work went into food. The shoemaker and his wife had one sheepskin coat between them, and that was falling into rags. And this was the second year the shoemaker had been wanting to buy sheepskins for a new sheepskin coat. By autumn, the shoemaker had gathered together a little money. 3 paper rubles were hidden in his wife's box, and besides that there were 5 rubles and 25 kopecks due from the farmers in the village. So one cold morning, the shoemaker got himself ready to go to the village for his sheepskin. He put on, over his shirt, the quilted jacket his wife had made for herself not long before, and over that his belted cloth coat, put his 3-ruble note in his pocket, cut himself a stick, and departed after breakfast. He thought to himself, I shall get my 5 rubles from the farmers. I'll add these 3 to them, and I'll buy sheepskins for a sheepskin coat. So the shoemaker went into the village and stopped by at one of the farmers. He wasn't home. His wife promised to send her husband to him with the money in a week. He went on to another. This farmer took God to witness that he had no money. He gave him only 20 kopecks for mending his boots. The shoemaker thought of getting the sheepskins on credit, but the fur dealer wouldn't let him. Bring the money, said he, and then take what you like. We know how debts mount up. So the shoemaker did no business that day. He got only 20 kopecks for mending the boots, and he took away another pair of old boots for resoling. The shoemaker was depressed. He drank away the whole of the 20 kopecks in vodka and set off home without his sheepskins. He'd been cold coming into town, but he was warm now from the vodka. He went on his way with one hand striking at the frozen snowclods with his long stick, and swinging the boots by the laces with the other hand. And as he went along, he talked to himself. I'm warm without a sheepskin coat, he said. I've drunk a thimbleful and it skips about through all my veins, so I don't need a sheepskin after all. Here I go along and forget all my troubles. That's the sort of chap I am. What do I care? I can get along without sheepskins. I don't need them. There's one thing, though. That wife of mine will gripe about it. She'll say, "'Tis a shame you work for him and he leads you by the nose." Wait a bit, that's all. If you don't bring me my money, you farmer, I'll take the very cap from your head. By God, I will. What sort of pay is this? He palms off a couple of kopecks on me. What's a man to do with a couple of kopecks? Drink it up and be done with it. I'm hard up, he says. You're hard up, are you? And don't you suppose I am too? You have a house and cattle and everything else, and all I have is on my back. You make your own flour. I have to buy mine. Get it from wherever I can. 3 rubles I must have to spend on flour every week. I go home and all the bread is gone. Again I have to lay out 1.5 rubles. Why can't you give me my money and no nonsense? Thus the shoemaker went on till he came to the shrine at the corner. He looked, and close up by the shrine something was glistening white. It was just then beginning to be twilight. The shoemaker looked at it more closely, but he couldn't make out what it was. There's no such stone as that there, thought he. A cow, perhaps? But it's not like a cow either. It's got a head like a man. But what would a man be doing here? He drew nearer. It was now quite visible. What marvel was this? It was indeed a man sitting there quite naked. Who shall say whether he was alive or dead?